Hello, welcome to Soulprint Insights. So the two sort of episodes, if you will, that I'm going to put out this week, I think should be really interesting. I'm going to do a short review about karma that has previously been channeled, and then I'm going to just do some additional channeling on karma. To see if, because there's been a lot of talk lately about karma coming back to bite people, and that's karma, and, you know. So I just thought we would take a little bit of a look at that and make sure that, we're kind of all on the same page about what karma is. And so that's coming out on today, on Tuesday. And on Thursday, I'm going to be recording a direct channeling, and I want to find out what happens between lifetimes, right? We're here, we live a life, we go into the light. What do we do up there? And then we come back to Earth or to another plane of existence for an additional, for more lives. For those of you who are wondering, that little kitty cat right there is just over a year old. His name is Atticus. He is a rescue. He has one little paw that doesn't, the bones aren't right in it, so it's a little gimped. He's very cute, and you can't see it, but he has a spot here and then one, oops, sorry, Atticus, and then one over here. And they're actually heart-shaped, so very cute. All right, Jerry is not around for those of you who know my animals. I think he's probably having an afternoon nap or something. Okay, so let us start with the basics about karma, shall we? Here we go. Need my little peepers. Here we go. So, how big a role does karma play in the choices we make when we are creating our soul print for a return? So, first, let us define karma. Karma is the effect of a cause. For enlightenment, always. Let us define enlightenment in the light, in the moment. I cannot take credit for that amazing phrase, in the light, in the moment. It comes from the Conversation with God series of books. If you haven't read them, they're interesting. You might want to check them out. Okay, so every action, thought, and deed are recorded on the soul. When there is an event that the soul believes or perceives is not in the light, then it will choose to correct or remember a more divine solution. We said the soul, not your consciousness, not God, not any other force. When the soul is creating its soul print, it will identify experiences it wishes to learn from and grow from, to find another way in which to experience or react to certain circumstances. There are then many opportunities put into place along the soul's journey to have similar or like occurrences, thereby giving the soul another chance to choose another way. Remember, the soul print is not rigid. It is always being adjusted and reviewed, which is often why karma seems to come back faster and faster. You wise and loving souls are remembering to remember faster and faster. You are choosing life experiences that are multi-layered, with events and experiences happening in convergence. Many of you are wrapping up final or close to final lifetime experiences on the earth and are preparing for continuing physical lifetime experiences on higher vibration realities. Yes, there are many, many rooms in God's mansion. This is an ever expanding, energy-filled universe. There are infinite number of physical soul experience available on infinite levels of vibration. It is not possible for the vastness of the Creator to be limited or confined to one little planet called Earth. This translates, sorry about that, this translates into many, many motivated souls who are completing Earth reality experiences and are preparing to move forward with the soul's never ending, always changing journey. The idea of karma itself seems to have taken on a more negative tone than is correct. Karma should not be viewed as a judgment or punishment. It is simply the resulting effect of an action, thought, or deed. A caution, so there is no misunderstanding. This does not mean becoming a victim or a doormat in an attempt to move forward. Indeed, more often than not, there is a need to learn a way to treat every soul, including yours, first with the respect, grace, understanding, and enlightenment that are your divine inheritance, given with love and freedom to choose from your Creator. In that image where you were created, and in that image, so you should treat yourself and others. We remain at this time as Sudia. So that was sort of the original recording that was done, just trying to sort of get a handle on karma. So now I am going to ask the Masudius group to expand on that a little bit and give us a little bit more information for those of you who are new to this channel. And thank you so much for checking out Soulprint Insights. I'm really delighted. Thank you so, so much. A soul print, just quick refresher course, a soul print is like a fluid blueprint that we create before we return to a lifetime. And that blueprint, um, it, it, it has a lot of details and intricacies to it. It talks about, the people in our lives, people who come in just for a short time to help us course correct, or, people who come in bearing blessings and sometimes bearing lessons. Um, it talks about, illnesses and marriages, major events in your life. It talks about your arrival and multiple departure dates. There are there's a lot of information that goes into a tapestry or into sort of a soul print, and what it does is it kind of ends up ultimately helping us to create the tapestry that is our life. And for those of you also new, Masudius is a group that I channel. They have been on the earth for a very, 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 very long time. They are a soul group, actually a group of monks who had their space and their place in what we would now consider Ethiopia. Part of the reason that I am able to channel is because in that experience, I was part of the Masudius group. I was the scribe. And so I wrote down the events that were going on. And the Masudius group was really their mission was, and I think remains, the hope is to bring enough enlightenment or perhaps just show people a different way of looking at things to help make the physical earthbound experience frankly more pleasant and more beneficial and more helpful as we go forward on our journeys. Okay, so that's just so you know, that's who Masudius is. So Masudius, I would just like some additional information, please, on karma, how we understand it, what role it plays, and why it seems that karma is coming back faster and faster. Greetings, Soulprint community. We are always so humbled and so grateful that you take some of your precious time and moments and you share it here so that that which is divine, that which is metaphysical, that which is spiritual, that really which is the essence of your soul, um, that is the focus of this experience. And we're always so grateful to have the opportunity to share some of our wisdom and knowledge with you. So, karma. As has already been stated, karma truly is um, the effect of a cause. So, there is an action. Sometimes it is planned, sometimes it is not planned, sometimes it is innocent, sometimes it is anything but innocent. There are reactions. And when the reactions create harm, you are then given another opportunity, if not in that one lifetime, then in subsequent lifetimes, to sort of see the situation from the other side, or be in a situation where you are able to at least have the opportunity to choose better, choose higher, choose a more divine response. If you don't, that's okay. It's not like you have failed and are going to be, sent into damnation. It is simply opportunities presented that will help you choose a different way. Sometimes you take the opportunity, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you take the opportunity and miraculous things happen. And sometimes you take that opportunity and what was a little mess becomes a really big mess. But karma was never intended to be, a punishment. It was always intended to give you the opportunity to repeat, give you the opportunity to reevaluate, give you the opportunity to perhaps change or alter your perception. And at the very least, it is an opportunity for you to harm none. And frankly, that can be a little tricky sometimes. So when you are creating a soul print, the areas where you want to have a karmic um, influence or flavor are sort of created. Now understand the soul print is fluid. And because it is fluid, that means that it can change, it can shift. And so very often, especially it seems in the current energy, if a decision or action is taken and subconsciously your soul recognizes that it would really like to sort of go around that block again and see if it can come out to, just a different answer, a different destination, if you will. Your soul print is adjusted and accommodated. And understand, your soul print is created by your higher self and the divine. But you ultimately are always, always completely in control of your life and completely in control of your soul print, even though you can't consciously access it. So, what you are seeing now, particularly in the time energy that you are in, is that there are multiple opportunities to try again, reevaluate it, look at it from a different perspective. Understand that In its own way, karma is really not good or bad, dark or light. It is simply a result. And so, very often, we think of karma as something that is negative. It is a punishment, it is a lesson to be learned. But you must also understand that you go through your lives, each and every one of you, bestowing blessings on others. For some of you, it is so instinctive that you don't even acknowledge it as such. For some of you, you are in a profession or have a talent or a skill set that can also help others, whether you are a doctor, a massage therapist, whether you are a psychic or an astrologer. Throughout the course of a lifetime, many, many blessings are given by you to others. And honestly, the blessings that are most profound in some ways are the ones that are truly given from the heart and not in almost not recognized by the person delivering the blessing. You know, sometimes it could be as simple as smiling at somebody who looks alone. It could be as simple as, letting that person who is panicking behind you in the grocery line go forward because maybe whatever's going on in their world is more important than yours. And frankly, you can afford to stand in that line for an extra 5 minutes. We do that kind of stuff all the time. And that sort of goes in the pile, if you will, of good karma. And so karma plays a role both in at both ends of the sort of spectrum. There are times that karma is used to deliver blessings, and there are times that karma is used to deliver opportunities. It's a very interesting thing, and every one of you are going to be able to relate to this example. We have all had situations in our lives where an event takes place. And it's like, okay, you know what? I've learned my lesson. I'm done. I'm not going down that path again. That brought me nothing but hurt or heartache or pain, whatever it was, kind of done. And then you're done. And then just a little ways down the road, a very similar opportunity circles back. The trick is, do you recognize it as an opportunity to choose differently? Or do you somehow see it as an indicator that maybe somewhere along the way you made the wrong choice? Well, ultimately, that is an answer that takes place in your soul, in your heart, in your mind. The one that comes most readily to mind are things like relationships, where a relationship comes to an end, and it is a blessing that it comes to an end because it's not serving you or your higher purpose or your higher self. And then that person or somebody very like that person circles around and does this, well, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, I want to try again. Or um, you've already dated somebody exactly like that or been with somebody, and this can be a work relationship, this can be within a family dynamic, this could be in one-on-one, more personal or intimate relationships. It doesn't matter. All interactions with other people create a relationship of some kind. And it circles back, and you kind of fall into the same situation again. You can all relate. Every one of us has had that experience multiple times throughout any given lifetime. And the way you come to the answer about whether this is an opportunity to learn or to choose differently, or it's the universe saying you need to take another look at this, your soul knows, your heart knows, your gut knows. Whether you like the answer or not, you know. We hope that this information gives you some additional insight in terms of karma, how it works. We encourage you to look for the blessings of karma, because whether you perceive them or view them as positive or negative, as a blessing or not, the reality is that every karmic experience holds a lesson. It holds a knowing. Ultimately, it holds the opportunity for you to remember exactly what it was you forgot to remember. It is with our great love, our support, that we send you blessings, understanding, awareness. Know that your life always, always is moving forward on a path. Sometimes it feels you're going backwards. Sometimes it feels you're going round and round. But in reality, you move forward. And so in every experiences, there are opportunities for karma to enter your life and play a role. You are surrounded with our blessings, the blessings of the divine, the blessings of the universe. You just need to remember to remember. We remain at this time, Masudius. So that was kind of insightful, I think. Hopefully you all have enjoyed it. I'm going to just leave it there. I'm going to let you process that and think your thoughts about that. Let me know in the comment section if you found that helpful or it gave you some more clarity. Okay, so don't forget, on Thursday, there's going to be the channeling on what goes on between lifetimes. I'm really curious to do that one. I've not channeled on the topic before, so it's going to be cool to see kind of what happens and what comes out. Until I see you again, stand in your power and stand in your light. Bye for now.